Robyn, is it just me, or do like the recent horror movies these days just don't have anything iconic about them like the old ones did?
Yeah, they're just like not as hot.
Wait, hot? What do you mean by that?
Like, you know, when they're so scary, you feel like a little warm and fuzzy inside, and you're like, you could kill me on any night, baby.
Is that how you're watching horror movies? Are you getting turned on by horror movies now?
Not now. Like, they're not as much now. I would say it's more the classics.
What, you mean like Nightmare on Elm Street or like Friday the 13th? Like, that turns you on?
Yeah, like Patrick Bateman, Candyman, maybe a little Dexter moment.
Okay, well, Dexter's a different story. Okay, I can see why you might be attracted to him. But fucking, you want those serial killers to be near you? That turns you on? Okay, you know what? If that's what turns you on, I need to see exactly in our beautiful format what is and who is in the top, in the bottom, or in the Cuck Chair.
The Cuck Chair!
Because now we are here in this beautiful Halloween special of the Doodle Heads podcast. And
wait,
I'm
I
also
actually really hit that.
Oh, you do be a ghost. You do be a ghostly ghoul. You know, you're so white, you just are almost transparent.
There's actually like it's an instrument. I think it's called like a theremin. Oh my gosh. I couldn't remember that word for the longest time, and I'm so proud that I remembered it the moment that we were recording. A theremin.
A theremin? Oh, wait, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's like when you have to put your hand in between it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the noise it makes. I feel like it makes a less of a ghostly noise. It makes more of like a wiry noise, but I digress.
It does, but it's sort of like a wiry-ish noise.
Well, listen, all I know is that the only noise I'm making is going to be quiet because my microphone sucks this recording because I'm currently not home. I'm currently in Canada.
He's in Canada, which honestly makes our little costumes so much funnier.
Oh, yeah.
So much funnier.
Oh, yeah.
Because you might not know, because you're an idiot, but Scott Pilgrim is based in Canada.
Exactly. I'm role-playing. I'm trying to get into character as much as possible with our Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the moment. Little throwback moment. The
only thing I want to see throwback, though, is if the Terrifier would throw it back or if he would sit in the bottom like a little bitch, okay? Because I need to know.
Is this how we want to start? Are we starting with the Terrifier?
We got to start with the Terrifier because I think he's the most recent iconic killer of our time. Like, I don't think I've seen.
Really? I thought he was old.
He's not. He's like 2016 or something. Or, I mean, he's like 2016. I think he's relatively new. Yeah, he's pretty new.
Really?
Yeah, he's like brand new. Like he was not that old. So he's
got that old school like vibe though. I think that's when you know a horror movie's good, when you think it's like from the 80s or 90s.
Yeah, he's definitely like he embodies the old Pennywise, but he's just opposite of Pennywise, you know? That's like his entire character's opposite of Pennywise, I feel like. And that's what makes him iconic, okay? He's the clown of our generation, and I think as goofy as he is just as gruesome. I don't know if you've ever even watched a Terrifier movie, but they're crazy.
I have not. It's sort of funny because a lot of people assume that I'm into horror movies, especially guys that hit on me. I remember one time, it was when I had my little part-time job. There was a guy who was like 10 years older than me. Shouldn't have been hitting on me. But he was hitting on me and he's like, so, you like horror movies? And I'm like, oh no, I'm not really into them. He's like, oh, why? Are you scared? I'm like, no. Because they're comedy movies to me. I see right through them all. They're so funny. They're so goofy. Like, I know it's not real. And so I have not seen this one. I haven't seen a lot of them, ironically, or at the very least, I've seen clips of them.
Oh, yeah, no. The Terrifier unironically kind of teeters the line of dark comedy, but it genuinely is just a slasher to its core, which I respect. The guy puts a lot of effort into the effects, as gross as they are. But if we're talking about the clown himself, Mr. Art the Clown, I think, from my experience, he's 100% a top. Like, bro does not care. Bro would literally do anything.
I'm gonna say, I have not seen the movie, but I'm looking at this. That man's a twink.
He comes off as a twink. He's a secret top. Okay, he doesn't like to appear as a top, but when it comes down to it, he will top you and probably cap you as well.
You know what? I respect that. I respect that explanation. He's going in the top.
Yes. But now your turn. You pick one. Because right now,
okay,
I'm curious.
Let me pick.
Okay, you pick. You pick.
I actually watched this movie recently because I was like, oh, you know what? I need to like catch up on iconic horror films. And this is one that I want to reference all the time. But Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
Would you consider it a horror film?
Yes. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Because it's definitely like a slasher in some ways because he's just like killing people indiscriminately. But then there's that psychological horror element because like as per the title, like the entire like point is to sort of point out these flaws in American corporate society specifically and the way that it like alters the mind of like a man. And it's like so interesting, especially because I fall into that mentality of I am an American robot. I need to optimize. I need to be perfect. And I think he has like a great like portrayal of that and a lot of like American views on things like women, homelessness, so on and so forth. And just the way he just doesn't care about it. And it's absolutely a horror movie. I think if anyone doesn't want to call it a horror movie, it's because they're not ready to call out American society.
There's like a scale, I would say, for what constitutes as horror. And I think that Patrick Bateman over here in American Psycho falls more in line with the psychological thriller. Because like when you're murdering people, it's not like it's about the murder. It's about him at the end of the day. Because if you look at the Terrifier, it's about the murder. It's about the blood, the gore, the guts, and the screaming. Okay? But Patrick Bateman, it's like, hey, John, you like these new cards I got? It's bone marrow white.
No. You're not getting it.
Okay,
because
okay.
Even if it's more about him and less about the people he is hurting, a lot of times when you have horror movies like that, it's because they want to get you to relate to the character or idolize the character. And that's how I view Patrick Bateman. It spends a long time showing you his perfect life, how he has everything together, his perfect job, and how he constantly strives to be the most optimized version of himself. So to people like me who are also like that, and especially within the American zeitgeist where we're all like, we must optimize, we must be perfect, we must be the best, especially with the age of social media, I think it's only more so because it's you are sitting in Patrick Bateman's shoes and then you see him do these terrible things and you're like, oh no, I'm relating to a person that does terrible things.
This is just Ed Gein all over again. This is just Ed Gein all over again.
It is like the Ed Gein monster where the horror is the sympathy. The horror is whether you relate to them. The horror is whether you idolize him. And I don't think no one really sympathized with Patrick Bateman, especially for young men and where we see like the alpha like stuff. People relate to him and idolize him. So the horror is you relate and idolize someone who does objectively terrible things like kills women and homeless people.
So what I'm hearing is he's a bottom.
Yes.
Called it.
Beautiful transition.
Called it.
He wants to get fucked up the ass. Like, that's what he needs. He's one of those tops who needs to be humbled.
Beautiful. Then I think I gotta pick the next most relevant candidate because of this. I think we gotta pick Dexter.
Dexter is something I gotta get around to watching. I saw this one picture though, and I was like, if a man looked at me like this, I don't know whether I would be terrified or turned on.
Or both.
Like, I feel like the position, I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I look at the eyes, and I'm like,
he's giving that Terrifier hand pose right now. He's straight up doing, like, a similar Terrifier hand pose.
It reminds me why I'm into masks. This face reminds me because I feel like if I just like place a little mask over his face, I'm like, so much better. Like, I don't want to look this man in the eye. It skis me out. Well,
that's probably the point, to skis you out instead of turning you on. But if we're going to talk about Dexter, where he would sit, because let's see, it's like we should do like a whole, we probably have to do a whole like top bottom cuck chair, but like with Dokes and see if he can catch any of these guys. We got to do like a whole tier list of that too, I think. But I think when it comes to Dexter himself, he's charming. He's got the looks, but also he doesn't kill because he wants to kill people for the sake of killing. He kills bad people usually. or for himself.
Oh, so he's got like a light Yagami vibe.
I would say less light Yagami, because light Yagami is genuinely just like kind of just crazy, but he's a psychopath, but he's a psychopath in like both a good and a bad way. You know what I mean? It's
so like light Yagami.
No,
like,
light Yagami is different.
I don't know why you think light Yagami is crazy.
Because he's trying to do like a utopia kind of thing. You know, it's like
But that's not crazy. That's like...
Listen, I don't eat potato chips while I'm murdering people, okay? At least Mr. Dexter over here would kill me and show tender love and care while you're at it.
Oh, well, yeah, because light Yagami, he's a distance killer. Dexter, he's up close.
And I think that's what makes him a very good top.
Yeah, I think he would be like a soft dom top. Like, he would do heinous things to you, but he'd like stroke your hair while he's doing it.
Oh, exactly. That's why he deserves to be a top.
Okay. Choices.
I know. I'm looking at Mr. Chucky, not gonna lie. I'm looking at Chucky.
You're looking at Mr. Chucky? Okay, let's pull up the Chucky.
Oh, why'd you get such a power pose picture? Oh my god. Such aura.
Well, Tiffany is also in a power pose picture. Like, look at them. Power couple right
look
here.
at that. Look at them holding hands pretty much. They're just brushing fingies right now. Oh, whoa.
Damn.
Don't get me into the seat of Chucky, please. Don't get me into that right now. But what would we say?
We gotta build a story. We gotta build a story.
We gotta build the romance. But okay, let's see. Chucky. Where do you think Chucky sits? Because I think Chucky's an interesting one.
Chucky is one of the tops on my to watch list because Chucky is like one of those funny horror movies, at least from what I've seen. It's not like genuine horror, but the clips that I have seen, especially of him and Tiff, they are like so funny. They are so funny together. Honestly, it is a little scary how much Tiff reminds me of me. And it's scary how much Chucky reminds me of some of the guys that I flirt with. I think they gotta go together. Honestly, I think it's impossible to have them both. I think Tiff is top, Chuck is bottom.
What?
Or switch.
I was going to say
switch. Or
they're
switches together.
I'd say they both switch because they're both the same level of cuckoo crazy for each other, but also for killing. And therefore, they pick the roles that they want for each other when they need it.
I think Tiff tops more and Chucky bottoms more. So I'm putting Tiff in switch, but closer to top, and Chucky in switch, but closer to bottom. Because you know Tiff pegs him. You know Tiff pegs him.
You know what? Yeah.
You know she's got that huge American Challenge strap on, and she's just bending Chucky over.
I think next year I just got to be Chucky and you got to be Tiff. Don't put anything in between you guys. Just
I'm just getting
literally
that just exposing on the podcast.
I'm just saying.
No one read too much into it.
Don't read too much into it, but Robin does give Tiff vibes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Damn. Next year.
Next year, boys. That's why you gotta subscribe if you want to see the next year's costume for us.
She also got that gradient hair going on. Just replace the dark roots with
red. Boom.
The red.
Easy.
And then maybe that's what I should dress up as.
See? Ideas. But speaking of ideas, I think the next one I want to pick is Pinhead. Because he's giving me that look, you know? He's giving me that look.
This is like a definitely a freaky look. It reminds me, my one boss, she is into acupuncture, and she gave me the name of her acupuncturist. And I saw this, and I was like, when you go to the local Korean spa, and they hit you with that acupuncture, and you walk out like this.
I feel so relaxed. I feel my nerves feel so relaxed as we speak. Pinhead, though. He definitely... Okay, listen. The whole point of this movie is pain for pleasure, right? But the hard part is, like, does you wanting the pain and you enjoying the pain make you a bottom? Or does that make you so powerful that you're a top?
Okay, a little BDSM education over here. It would 100% make him a bottom because most of the time masochists are bottoms. This is like, if that's the type of guy, he's the type of guy who wants to be stepped on.
Oh, you know what? Yes, I think you're right. Actually, now that I think about it, you actually sold me easily on that.
He is classic bottom.
We got to make a course for
He's
this.
going in the Teehee era. Dude, Robyn's BDSM course. Honestly, it would be my calling.
If anything, it would probably help a lot of people. You know, it'll help a lot of confused individuals just know what the difference is. I think that's what we need in our lives.
Not only the difference, but there's so much more to BDSM than just the whipping and the penis. Like it's more than that. It's a whole dynamic that I could just like go on all day about, and sometimes people just don't get it. Like when I lecture you about cucks, some people don't believe in cucks' rights. I'm a cucks' rights advocate, and I want everyone to know that. Robyn 2025, cucks right advocate.
I have learned so much about cucks thanks to Robyn, and because of her, I probably am more supportive of cuck behavior than I would have ever been. So you know what? This is why I trust Robyn's education.
They deserve to be respected. They're the backbone of society.
If we didn't have cucks, we wouldn't have our presidential candidates right now. That's how much it runs our society. Anyways, next one. You pick. I'm looking at.
I think we gotta mix it up with a woman. We had
throw
Tiff
in?
on.
Ooh,
huh?
Yeah, throw in.
What?
Throw the Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, Jennifer's Body.
Let's see. Let's hear your take on this one.
I've seen a bit of Jennifer's Body. I think I started it, but then I stopped. A lot of the criticism is that it's just Megan Fox kills people, the movie, but a lot of people are like, but it's feminist literature. But she like kills boys and is sort of like evidently into women. And honestly, it's very reminiscent of some freaky ass dreams I had when I was a child. So she would be a top.
Listen, I wish I knew anything about Jennifer's Body. The only thing I know is about her sticking her tongue in that lighter. That's like the only thing I know about. But for that scene alone, I think that pretty much just puts her in the top spot. What is
she's got like
hell?
that psycho vibe. This is sort of like the girl that she like pairs up with a lot of the time. And she's like killing boys. And she's like, you can't kill people. That's not okay. And she's like, but they're boys. They don't deserve rights. And she did the wrong thing by not saying 100%. Yeah, she's just eating boys over here, a little nom.
Why does she remind me of that one creepypasta? Why does she remind me of that? It's like that one Japanese woman that like wears the mask over her face and like she will like if you don't say she's pretty, she will stab you. Why is that what I'm?
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I'm thinking about. Do you
remember the name of it?
I don't, but if you look,
because she does give Oni vibes here with the way that she's like very pale in the extreme face. Because there are like Oni masks. I also think pomade.
Wait, Dawn did. Oh, I can see that. I can see that as well. I see those vibes.
That might be what it's inspired by. Yeah. Yep.
I would not be surprised.
I just only knew it from Dawn the Dawn. Am I pretty?
That is exactly what I was talking about. Yes, that is exactly what I was talking about. Yes, that is on point.
Yeah.
That's her. That is Megan Fox.
I see it.
If you don't call her pretty, she will cut your dick off.
Like that one scene from Fairly Odd Parents where
Wait, what does Fairly Odd Parents have to do with this? Wait, hold on.
Do you remember that one scene where Timmy and his crush Huh?
Just I to pretend I just said nothing. Just pretend I said nothing. Don't worry about it. Cosmo and Wanda fulfilling Timmy's wishes.
Cosmo, Wanda, I wish I had that 11-inch dick, but I think she would be a top. I think she would be a top, but she would 100% have someone in the cuck chair. Like, it is required for someone to watch.
Oh, 100%. And I think that's because we need to put somebody in the cuck chair. And I think we gotta put our boy, Billy the Puppet from Saw.
No. Honestly?
The Puppet. The Puppet is 100%.
I think someone would fuck the puppet.
Someone would fuck the puppet, but he wouldn't fuck them.
You don't think so?
No! He'd be on his tricycle and shit. He'd just be going around saying what he wants to say. He's like, "Hello, Amanda. I want to play a game." That's all he does. He only plays games. His game is to watch you.
Hear me out. We take the tricycle. We glue a dildo onto the front. And he just rolls up in, rolls on out, rolls up in.
Are we just doing the Minecraft, like taking the lightning rod and a piston and then shoving it in a sheep's ass? Like, that's what I'm hearing right now. Instead, we're doing it with a puppet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm thinking that's how we would participate.
No, put him in the cuck chair. Okay, put him in the cuck chair. But we can continue this. We can continue this whole strapping on a dildo onto the tricycle by taking his owner, John Kramer. All right, right there. There's John Kramer. Okay, because that's the guy who would stick the entire dildo on the tricycle. Okay, he's the one that's building the contraptions. So Billy's just there for the ride. But John is the one making the contraption. So I think he has to be, like, if you're going to put John Kramer here, okay, like, if he's the one building the machines, think about it like this, okay? I think the whole point of his philosophy is that he's just trying to get people to learn their lesson, okay? That's why he puts them in these traps. But I think, in my opinion, this guy, I think he low-key wants to be in those traps. He wants to be in those traps, okay? And that is what makes him probably the biggest bottom energy.
No. I think that makes him a cuck.
You think that puts him in the chair with Billy?
That the fact he is watching other people do things with especially if he has the desire to be in them, that is like
you're right. That does make him a cuck.
Cuckery.
You're right.
Cuckery. And that's why, like, him and the puppet, they be getting along.
You know what?
This is his creation.
This is my son. I made him a cuck just like me. He's just like me.
I made him in my image.
I made him in my image, the spitting image of a cuck puppet.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Jigsaw's out of the way. You pick the next one.
I think we gotta hit Hannibal Lecter. This is definitely one of my horror movie crushes. The little Clarice moment.
That's what you're thinking about? That's what makes you...
I think it's the mask. I'm not gonna lie. I think most of it is the mask, but I do also love a guy who psychologically manipulates me. I'm a huge fan of that. If any guy or any woman, if any person wants a chance with me, just trick me.
Just psychologically ruin Robyn. Just psychologically put her in a spiral, and she would just eventually rationalize herself to fuck you.
Absolutely. And I do not suggest you do it to anyone else, because it is an objectively bad thing to do.
And she consents, though.
But I consent. I am into it. There's nothing I love more than when a guy tricks me, and then I sit there and I'm like, damn, you got me. You got me, baby. Like, one time, I was hanging out with a guy. I go to his place, and he has a cat. The cat comes out, and he's like, okay, I'm going to do the weirdest thing imaginable. And he rubs his head on my head. And I'm like, what the fuck? But then the cat genuinely does approach me, because, like, he was like, he trusts me. And if I show I trust you, then we'll be a thing. And then he was like, but you know what? He will really, really like you if we, like, sit on the bed and hang out together. We could, like, play a game or something. And so we did that. And he's like, you know what he would really like? If we started hugging. He would really trust you then. And then it just keeps escalating further and further. And it was like, I knew he was tricking me, but I was just along for the ride. I love that shit.
He used
That's
that
some
cat.
shit Hannibal Lecter would pull.
He used that cat for his own personal gain. How dare he use Kitty for his own personal gain, you manipulative monster. That's what turned you on.
Fine.
I get it now.
Yeah, absolutely. And Hannibal Lecter has those vibes. I just don't think he's a cannibal. It's been a hot moment since I've seen the movie. But
he definitely eats people. He definitely eats you. Okay, he literally talks about how much he loves eating livers. Okay, so I think yes, he's a cannibal. That's why he has the muzzle on. Robyn, come on, you can't be turned on by a guy and then not remember he loves eating human toes.
Damn. Okay, he can't start at the toes. I have to be dead by the time he hits the toes. He can go for the liver. He can't go for the toes.
Oh, he can go for the liver while you're alive, just not your toes.
No. If he goes for the toes, I'm too ticklish. I'm not into that. I'll be like, no, I'm turned off now.
That's the biggest turn off is being ticklish.
He's gotta go top bottom.
Okay, start at the head and then go down. Okay, I get it. I get
exactly.
You. Okay, well, where does that put him?
I feel like he would be a switch. I think he could do either or.
I disagree. I think he's
Why do you disagree?
Because he would never want to be at the bottom. That's a sign of weakness for him. He would like the fact he's even in like the straitjacket. I'm sure he just is crawling ready to come out of that. Like, he would never want to accept being a bottom. He would never accept it.
I don't know. I think at the end of the day, I think he would secretly enjoy being a bottom. And I think that's where it would come from. Like, he would resist it, but then someone would just come around like Jennifer or Dexter or the Terrifier, and you'd be like, oh, wait, this actually ain't half bad.
Okay, I say we put him on Switch.
Okay.
Because he can
agree.
go either way.
I could also agree Switch leaning top like Tiff. I think we could say Switch leaning top like Tiff.
Tiff just cheats on Chucky with Hannibal Lecter. I could see it.
No, she would.
I could definitely see that.
She would 100% do it. She wouldn't hesitate.
Well, let me not hesitate, and let me pick your next beautiful man crush that you just found out about today. The Candy Man.
I know exactly. Honestly, I never heard of this horror movie, and I got scared because if you search up Candyman, I spell real good. This was the first image I saw, and I was like, oh, this movie might genuinely scare me because I am like very, very afraid of spiders, but I'm always skeeved out by bugs in general. So I saw that, but then I saw this beautiful, handsome man, and I was very confused.
He is a walking fear factor, okay? You think it's not going to be as bad as it actually is, but then he pulls out the cockroach out of his mouth.
But that's the thing that would get me. I would sit there and I'd be like so into him, and then he's pulling out my biggest fears out of his mouth. And that is freaky.
But isn't that what you like, though? Isn't that what gets you going? Exactly.
A little.
Exactly.
I also low-key want him to caress me with that hook hand when he like gently placed around my neck. But like the other hand is sort of being like, oh, look at you. You're so cute.
Well, we need to figure out if he's going to be a top, bottom, or a cuck. That's the real question. Or a switch. We need to know where he would sit, because like... I don't know, Robyn. He do straight up just hates people. I think he specifically hates white people. I think that's kind of his whole thing.
Immediately kills my ass.
He immediately will kill you.
My paper white ass. God damn it. It would be worth it. I don't know. I think the hook hand really sells it for me. No bottom's gonna have a hook hand like that. It's sort of like in lesbian culture, you know a girl is most likely a top if she has short nails, or if she has long nails but like 2 or 3 of the nails are short. That's the vibe that I'm sort of getting here.
Wait, what's this have to do with nails? I've never heard of this whole nail culture thing with lesbians. Enlighten me.
Okay, let me educate you. Let me educate anyone in the audience who does not deal with women. So, when you caress a woman down there, you don't want long nails most of the time because it can scratch, and majority of people are not into that. So what lesbians will do, especially femme lesbians who are tops, they'll have long nails, but they'll most likely cut their pointer finger or middle finger, or their middle finger and ring finger. They'll keep those short, so when they go to caress down there, they're not poking their lover.
Oh.
And because he has the hook hand, he's
trying to get damage.
Me put things... It's a very, like, the hook hand is, like, the bottom energy, but he only has the one hook hand, too. So the one hook hand could be for, like, the freaky stuff. The other hand could be for the regular stuff.
I think that makes it a switch, then, because he decides and you decide how you want to play with it.
I think he's switch-leaning top, though.
I think we've definitely put a lot of those killers up there, but I definitely agree. Katie Bed 100%.
Well, yes, but, like... I'm telling you, that hook is to put around people's necks. Like, I'm sure that's, like, the horror movie, but, like, that is, like, the whole appeal of it. Like, you can't... Like, what else is the hook gonna do?
I mean, I could think of 10 good reasons, 10 good things you could do with that hook.
Damn, I got him a little close to Hannibal Lecter. It looks like they're smooching over here.
It's like, come here, let me give you a little kiss. Come here.
Kiss on the forehead.
Well, let's see. Well, I think that's a pretty solid spot. What do you want to do next, Robyn? Because there's a lot of good ones here. I'm looking at. Ooh, you want to go for him, Freddy?
No, I. You know what? We might as well. We're on the claw hand moment.
Oh boy, Freddy.
Again.
What do you want to say about Freddy? Remember, Robyn, he's a pedophile.
I know that he goes into people. Where's the prison cell? Let me pull up a prison cell real quick.
Oh, we're adding a new section here for straight up criminals that have irredeemable qualities.
Yeah, sorry. Especially because we're gonna get to Pennywise, and it's sort of the same boat.
Are we
pedophiles?
Are we putting him in the horny jail? Is that what we're putting him?
No, this is a you don't get ranked jail.
You are in your kinks are too crazy for anyone to even deal with. You're going in jail. You are illegal.
You touch children, you go in here.
You're going to jail. That is actually so funny. Oh my god. Okay, well, to be fair, okay?
I didn't know that he was like, I knew he like went into people's dreams, and I'm assuming children's dreams.
I think it was the second movie that made him more of a pedophile. I think that's what it was. I can't remember if it was I think the original one is he was also a creep too. I think that's what it was.
Because I think Pennywise falls into the same boat. I never got into Stephen King.
Pennywise is not that. Pennywise is just a demon who eats kids' souls. That's like kind of his whole thing. Like that.
Yeah, but he's eating kids' souls.
But it's not that he's getting off to the kids. He's just a demon. You know, he's a demon.
So you think he eats kids' souls for consumption and then turns around to his of-age lovers and he's like, "Okay, baby."
He doesn't need
Let's
lovers.
get going.
Okay, he's just there for the ride. You know.
So you think he's in the sewer drain cuck chair?
Oh no, he's definitely not in the cuck chair. He's far from the cuck chair.
So then where would he go? If he's not going to pedophile jail with Freddy Krueger and he's not in the cuck chair.
I think he's a switch. Okay, because he can do what he wants. He could transform into whatever fear you want. He could be the cute clown to just lure you in, or he could be the little bitch that gets you, like, you know, interested in him at first. You know what I mean? I'm trying to pick up the best way to think about it or describe Pennywise, because it's like he's not purely just gonna like top you. He kind of he can decide to lure you in, but he could also go full schizo mode if you really wanted to. And be
I think
top
he would
energy.
be into like that mid switch stuff. Like you're in bed and like he might be like bottoming for a moment, and then next thing you know, he flips the script and now you're under him.
Exactly. Boom. Pennywise energy.
Okay.
And be real here.
And you
Okay,
know what?
this is the least like offensive thing Stephen King has talked about. Okay, like let's be real. Like we don't talk about chapter 13. Okay.
What is in chapter 13?
We don't talk about chapter 13.
Does chapter 13 put him in here?
No. You could just keep him in the Switch. Okay, just keep him in the Switch. Don't worry about chapter 13. I'm pretty sure it's chapter 13. I don't remember actually. All
Should
I know
Google
is
it?
don't.
Should we educate the audience?
No, do not. No, trust me, Robin. You don't want to know. I think we should just go to the next one. Perhaps, I don't know. Let's go back to New Age. I'm looking at Megan. Megan.
This one was I was asking Medz about this too, because I'm like, as you know, I try to avoid having children in these. And I was like, isn't like Megan a child? And he was like, 1, no, she's a robot. 2, the second movie, she's just a freak.
She's always been a freak. Okay, they went full whole hog on the second movie of her being just a freaking weirdo. Like they straight up wanted to turn her into like this whole like basically just badass Terminator woman. That's kind of like the bad bitch energy they're trying to give her. And so like, and also she's a straight up AI. So it's like, you know, if you can flirt with character AI, you can flirt with Megan. Okay, I know.
Yes, but you shouldn't be flirting with character AI that's supposed to be children.
She's not even a child. I don't even know what she's supposed to be. Like I really don't know.
I need to Google it now.
Oh my god. We're gonna both get canceled immediately after this. Is Megan 2.0 out, or is Megan I don't think anyone's looking at this information, Robin. I think you're the only person that's looking this up. You're the only person.
It matters to me.
It's a doll.
To be a child. Oh, but it's not an actual child herself.
It's a companion. See, it's a companion. She's not.
She's designed to resemble a young woman. So she's not a child, but she's youthful in the way, like, you know, when you're on the Orange Black Hub and you're like searching up like or not, I don't do it, but like guys will search up teen videos. No. And it's like a fully 18-year-old woman. It's just an 18-year-old woman with like nothing up top. That's what she is.
Sure. We'll go with that. Well, I think that's the right comparison to make. Anyway, she's AI woman. I think she is probably the most batshit annoying woman I know. That puts her at top. Oh, bottom? You think so?
No.
You think she's a brat?
I think one, absolutely. I think she has brat vibes, but I also know like AI, they're all bottoms. All AIs are bottoms.
You know what?
You can't convince me otherwise.
I can't even convince you.
I have yet to see an AI actually be a top.
You know what? Throw it in. Throw it at the bottom. I think I could get behind that. We're going to ignore the fact that the movie was a complete opposite.
Look at this wild bottom section. Patrick Bateman, Megan, and Pinhead. Nightmare blunt rotation right here.
Excuse me, dream blunt rotation? I would love to solve the box while I'm talking to Megan.
But it's so funny. I just want to imagine, like, the type of conversation that they would have. They would, like, either absolutely not get along or they'd get along so well.
Megan would be the quiet one in the bunch. Pinhead and Patrick Bateman would just be really hyper obsessive about how beautiful the pins are on his face and how evenly distributed they are.
Patrick Bateman being like, you got a freaky look there, but you know what? I appreciate your precision in where you place those.
Thank you.
There's a high level of craftsmanship there.
I put a lot of time into putting these pins in my head.
I'm a little scared how well I did the Patrick Bateman. I'm like sitting here like, damn, that movie really did affect me.
You've been changed as a woman. Maybe you're not changed. Maybe your entire taste in men will also change.
Whoa.
But let's see the next one, Robyn. Which one do you want to pick?
You know what? I think we gotta do the elephant in the room. Or the shark.
You mean the mechanized shark from Jaws?
Well, you were the one who wanted me to. This was funny. I love telling you our little background conversations. But we were like collecting horror movies, and he was after the fish one we did. He was like, Robyn, I think you know what we need to do. We need to do the shark from Jaws. And I found this picture, which I do have to say, I appreciate Jaws simply because it really summarizes what makes old horror movies great. And it's the lack of CGI. Not that, like, CGI is invalid, because I've done 3D modeling. It is tough. People who do CGI, they are very, very talented people. It is a talent that I would have to dedicate a lot of time and attention to get even half as talented as they are. But I think the beauty of horror movies is hand-done makeup, hand-done, like, mechanics and effects. Like, that is what really makes horror so terrifying, because if there's, like, if it's a prop, you can at least appreciate the prop compared to CGI, where if it's CGI that you can see through, you just can't get into it.
My favorite part as well is just like watching behind the scenes of horror movies, because I just love seeing the work that goes into that. And it also just makes me less scared of them, because then I'm just like, oh yeah, it's just a bunch of actors putting a lot of like red makeup on. That's kind of the vibe.
Yes, it is really interesting what goes into prop making, what goes into effects, what goes into stuff like this. But the ultimate running joke was, I both want to fuck robots and fuck sharks. So
the best of both worlds.
Dream man right here. Robyn's dream man screen cap of Jaws.
In my opinion, I think he goes between Cuck and Top. I think he's got to bridge the gap.
Why do you think that?
Because I think he's just long enough for it.
Wow.
He's just so
But you know
long.
what? I do love that you are just into this idea that fish are both tops and cucks.
Yeah.
I think
it makes sense.
I love this like weird scene now of like Megan Fox like right next to a shark.
That's about to eat her.
And they're like lovers.
Like, I love you.
You know what? You know what? The shark from Jaws is the dick that is on Jigsaw's tricycle.
And even better.
And he's going like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
This is the machine you were talking about. Instead of the dick on the tricycle, it's the shark on the tricycle, okay? Not to mention, it is a mechanized shark.
Megan Fox.
It's a mechanized shark that John Kramer made so he can cuck and fuck all the people he wants with the shark.
That is so funny.
It works.
Wait.
It works.
Oh my gosh. We're making our own new horror movie here. The ultimate horror movie crossover. John Kramer invents a puppet that has a shark attached dildo style. And it's slowly going through all of them, starting with Jennifer's body first, and then going to the Terrifier, and then just eating their way through Tiff and Chuck before it gets to like Megan, Pinhead, and Patrick Bateman all getting high in the bottom corner.
This is the most intense version of Hunger Games that I need to see. I need to see this. I need to see the ultimate showdown. Like, this is like Freddy versus Jason on steroids.
You know what? I feel that. I think we need to hit an iconic one. It's Johnny!
It's signing time.
Every time I see this, I have to stop my brain and tell myself it's not Jack Black. It's not Jack Black. This is not Jack Black.
But it would work so well if it was Jack Black too. If anything, if Jack Black was in this movie, he would become not even just the most most loved actor, but most versatile. Like, I think this is the movie he needs to become like the ultimate actor. Okay, he can be funny, witty, cringy, and scary.
If he can hit that scare factor, it would be great.
But the real question is, where do we put him? Where do we put Johnny?
I think, frankly, the only part I know about this movie is the It's Johnny scene and just
it's Here's Johnny, not It's Johnny. Okay, that's how you know you've never watched it.
Whatever. Fuck you.
I say throw him in jail. Put him in jail. Throw him in indecisive jail with Freddy Krueger.
No, this isn't indecisive jail. This is bad man jail.
Okay, no. Listen.
You're not allowed to be ranked because you're into children.
We call it jail, but you can be sentenced to different crimes to go to jail. Okay, so his crime.
This is specifically if they do heinous sex things or they're into children or they're like into animals, not in an ironic way.
Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I've never even watched The Shining. I know, hate us all you want. We have not watched The Shining. We are horrible. We are terrible. Are you just going to look up a clip now of The Shining just so we can watch a clip? Is that what you're going to do?
No, I'm just looking at screen caps. I think we just need...
Because, I mean, it's an iconic movie.
It's the one with the children, too.
It's like, the whole point of it was like, I forget the whole point. I think the hotel's haunted. I think that's what it was. I really don't remember. I feel so stupid. I know it's a classic Kubrick film, but I feel so bad that I have not watched it. But you know what? If we're going to go purely, if you want to be safe, I think the most thing we can do to be safe is to just put him at top. I think we just got to put him at top.
This is crazy.
I think we just got to be safe.
Honestly, she's the realest one. So beautiful.
Apparently he hated her on set. And like when they going crazy.
Really?
Apparently, that's what I heard. Is like he hated her. He despised her, which kind of made it even easier for him to go crazy on set.
That is crazy because I only hear good things about her. Maybe I'm missing all the bad news about her.
I'd still say just they throw Jack Nicholson over there. Just put him at the top. Just put him straight up top. I think that seems to be the most valuable place to put him.
Okay. But I think next we got to do a callback.
Oh boy, we love
callback to our alien ones.
We love our aliens. We love our Xenos. I think we clearly last time put him on a top. I think that was the very clear indication for us. But do you think we need to amend this? Do you think there's any information here that we missed out on from the last one? Because if I were to say something, right? Let's imagine Pinhead was going to face off against Xenomorph, okay? You know what Xenomorph?
You know Pinhead's bending over.
Oh, you know it, right?
Pinhead's gonna be like.
But let's say for example, like let's say he didn't want to bend over, and he was like, I want you to bend over to me. Like let's say he wanted to switch for a second, okay? What would you have to do to make Xenomorph just bend over? Fire.
Ooh. You know what? I don't think Pinhead is going to be the one that makes him bend over.
Okay, maybe Patrick Bateman. Oh, no, Megan. Megan probably would do it. Okay, Megan, even though she's in the bottom, I think Megan would try to at least poke the beast. A little bit. Oh, yeah,
I think she would be like that brat moment.
Exactly,
she's the brat. This is so weird that Xenomorph's going to be a brat tamer to Megan. Megan's sitting here like, what are you gonna do, you weird motherfucker with that long tail? And he's gonna be like,
yeah.
And then just stick it in her.
See, all you need to do to like scare off a Xenomorph is a little flamethrower. You know, all you need is a little aerosol can with a lighter, and he will run away.
I think compared to the alien one, we have people who could pull that off. I feel like Megan Fox could pull that off. Megan has to be able to shoot flames. A lot of them on here, they would also set up the fire. Oh, you're going to get that from our Jigsaw buddies up here. You're going to get the fire from up here. I think... Oh, and then absolutely Tiff and Chucky would just like jump him and just set him on fire.
See, I think what we're hearing... I think he's a bitch. I think he's the bottom. Are we putting him at bottom?
I don't think he's bottom. I think he's bottom switch. I think he is now being surrounded by freaks who can one-up him. So I think he's here. I think he's like entering the bottom. Like he went from the top, like he was sitting up top, and then everyone up here just fucking ganged up on him, and the Jigsaw duo decided to make the Jaws shark breathe fire, and he was like, oh fuck, I'm out of here. And he's like just entering the bottom section as like Tiff and Chucky also chase him out.
But even, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I would say Megan would just not even let him go full power bottom, because she's like, no, you need to know your place, okay? I like to be bratty, and you're not taking my spot. So she would push him out just a little bit out of bottom tier.
This beautiful story is Xenomorph. This is going to go from top bottom Cuck Chair to the travels of Xenomorph.
The xenophobia of Xenomorph. Nobody wants him. Nobody loves him. Nobody loves him. Well, you know what? Let's. I think we've been a little too serious. I think we need to lighten the mood a little bit. Maybe we need a little bit of I don't know, killer clowns.
I've always seen this movie, especially I see it recommended to me because every year I watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. It is tradition. And this is a similar recommendation where it's sort of like that campy horror vibes, but I've never actually seen it.
I've only seen clips of it, and yeah, it is just genuinely the campiest of movies. It is camp of camp. It is stupid, it is goofy, but yes, they do murder. They love to kill. And they will put you into a giant cotton candy sack for you to be turned into goop, to then be fed on, to be eaten. So it's like they will fuck with you while you're dying. It's like they're like art, but they won't disembowel you, you know? They'll just shoot a zapper at you to watch you explode, but they won't be fully in the moment, you know what I mean? They'll use weapons to get the job done.
They are gonna have a blast with Xenomorph. They're gonna be like shooting at his feet, like, dance, alien, dance!
We're the
dance, you little freak! And Xenomorph's like going, Megan's like shooting at him at the other side, and it's like poor little Xenomorph.
We really are just torturing poor Xenomorph. This guy doesn't deserve this. Poor dude.
I think they almost need to go into tops just so that Megan and them can like gang up on Xenomorph and just go pew pew. Here, let me add little lasers.
This is the beginning. I love how every time we do one of these, it just becomes like its own plot. Like we just end up just making our own little B movie horror film turned sexual
Hollywood,
gone
hire
wrong.
us.
Yeah, hire us. Come on, guys. You definitely need the talent right about now. Okay. Come on. Did you let's see. Speaking of the most recent horror movie that came out, The Black Phone 2, I heard it wasn't even that good. Like, come on.
When you were saying it, I thought it was The Black Thumb. I was so confused, but once I place this fire, I think that's the one we should do next.
Boom. The fire from Megan's eyes will sear deep into Xenomorph's body. Perfect. But now we should do The Black Phone, which is I think his name is the grabber.
That's this guy, right? With the devil horns. I do have to say, I'm into his mask. I don't like the color, but I feel like if you make it like black or add some like artful painting to it, I wouldn't be mad if a guy approached me with this mask.
Now here's the thing, okay, Robyn, because this might get you into putting him into a different spot, but he does murder children. He does kidnap and murder children.
Murdering children is okay. They don't have rights. Murdering children is fine. You're allowed to bully children. You are allowed to kill children. You're allowed to like throw them off of things. What you aren't allowed to do is touch their coochies. We don't touch children coochies. We do not touch children inappropriately. We only touch them if we're killing them.
Yes, Robin. Which the problem is though is that he does. Okay, so here's the thing. He does like putting them into like rooms of like just pure concrete and psychologically torturing children. But he also likes to just like interact with them in a way that just kind of fuck with them. So that hard part is like, does that like what kind of, I don't know where to put him because of that. Like he's such an enigma.
I would say from what it sounds like, he's not Freddy Krueger bad where we got to throw him in jail. And he's like, because I'm assuming he doesn't flirt with the children.
Oh,
that would be bad. That would throw him into jail if he's like getting a little like flirty and saucy with the children. Although it is very much like, I would say
I kind of want to put him
he's
in the
a
Cuck
bottom.
Chair.
Ooh, I'm open to that proposal. But my argument to make him a bottom is that if children have to be your victims, you're not a good killer. You could never be a top because you're not good at killing. Like Jennifer, I think that is why she's such an iconic top, because she chooses men as her victims, which are like the hardest people to get at. Well, not really, because their guards are always down because no one attacks them. But like, I would say like if you go after children, like you're not a good killer. But if you're able to kill men and get away with it, then you're like top tier killer.
You know what? I think I could put him at bottom. I think I would be content with bottom because he's down there. I think we could definitely put him there.
Adding to the nightmare blunt rotation. This is like not getting any better. The bottoms. This is the most cursed bottom section we've had.
Oh, then let's make it worse. Okay, why don't we add? Let's do the next one. Why don't we do Winnie the Pooh from Blood and Honey?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't think we can bring him up without also bringing Mickey. So I'll let you speak your truth before I speak my truth and hook in Mickey.
I think based off of the movie, Winnie the Pooh is more like Michael Myers, while Mickey Mouse is more like Ghostface. So I think whatever we put on these will go in correlation to those killers.
You know what? I disagree that it's going to be in correlation. I don't think with Michael Myers it'll be too far off. I do think with Ghostface, at least for me, it would be a little different because putting them aside real quick, I think that this is just your local queer couple. This is the bear top and this is his beautiful twink husband, but they sort of like switch every once in a while, but for the most part, bottom, top.
You know what?
And they met on Grindr and they actually like they had a sexual relationship, but it blossomed into something beautiful.
It's like, wait, you're into knives? I'm into strangling. Maybe we could do something with that.
Choke me, daddy.
No.
Choke me, daddy, and I'll threaten you with a knife while you do.
Yes.
A beautiful power grab.
I like when they fight back.
Choke me, daddy, Winnie. This is so cursed. So I think, you know what? I think they're hanging out with Tiff and Chuck. Because of that. Now, I think we got to get to Ghostface because now we've officially brought him up. There's no way that he could be like a switch bottom with Mickey. Speak your truth, Levi.
Speak your truth. I think he agrees. He agrees that you cannot put him as a switch bottom. But give me
Levi,
a
she
reason.
agrees with me.
Give me a reason for him putting him anywhere else.
Bro, do you not see all the thirst traps on TikTok?
Yeah.
The book Lights Out that I read and I talked about, I'm sure that book was inspired by Ghostface. Like this, I have so many images on my Pinterest page of Ghostface topping people. I think when he bottoms, he enjoys it as a delicacy. Like he doesn't aim to have it. It's something that could accidentally happen. So I don't think he is as alpha female as Jennifer. I think he would be like in between the Terrifier and Jennifer, where Jennifer is like, I am topping every single time. Where the Terrifier, like, he is a top, but there is like that 0.1% chance that you could get him. He is more like a 0.05% chance.
And if it does happen, he'll let it happen for like a couple seconds, but then he's switching the tides as soon as he can.
Then he switches. Oh, honestly.
I I will say
I need a ghost
preference
face in my life.
is always going to be top. I think that's what's going to be. His preference will always be top.
Yes. But I think that you could get him. I think with Jennifer, you could never get her. You could never get her. She is on guard at all times, ready to eat you.
Done.
I think you could catch him off guard, and just like the way he's like playful, he allows a lot of opportunities for you to get him back.
I'd say I'm happy putting him at top, even though we might be talking about switch energy. I think he belongs in top.
Yeah, he's a top. He's not a switch. Make it very clear. He is not a switch by any means.
But now we got Jason, Mr. Voorhees.
Oh, I didn't grab Michael Myers. I grabbed Jason. Here's Michael Myers.
Well, we could do Michael Myers. We'll do Michael Myers. Here we go. Mike Myers from Shrek, my favorite.
The one that Ed Gein inspired. We'll do them both.
Yeah, we'll throw them at the same
Honestly,
time.
I think my hot take, Jason, Michael Myers, and the Chainsaw Massacre guy, a lot of them, well, these two are both inspired by Ed Gein.
They all have,
Fun fact.
I think they all have mommy issues. Jason definitely has mommy issues.
And this is what I don't remember. Because being in... I'm not even going to say I'm in the horror movie community, but talking to people within the horror movie community, I always forget which of these three. But one of these three, the community doesn't like to sexualize because it's like theorized that they are like so special needs to the point where they can't really comprehend that.
That's Jason.
That's Jason?
That's
okay.
Jason.
I always forget which one. So I feel like because of that, we gotta put him here, but out of sheer confusion.
That's Michael Myers. That's Michael Myers.
Shit! I always forget which one. I always mix them up.
That just insulted everybody. That just insulted me.
I'm sorry.
You just insulted
This is the
me.
second time I mix them. I'm like really trying hard not to mix them up because I know people are gonna yell at me.
Big man
and
with
be
sharp
"You're so
object with
stupid."
mask. Oh, I don't know which one is which.
Well, look at them. They're all like these gruesome slashers. One has a machete, one has a kitchen knife, one has a chainsaw. These two are wearing like people's faces. He has like the hockey mask, but they're both dressed in like these jumpsuit styles. They're like all the freaking same.
That's just racist, Robyn. That is just completely racist and I would even argue very ignorant.
You know what?
Of you.
You know what? The Candyman would back me up on this.
The Candyman would just stick the
all
hook
these
right
white
in your
people look
coochie.
the same.
You wouldn't say nothing, okay? He's gonna stick. He already hates you because you're white, okay, Robyn? You're done. There's nothing you can do to defend yourself here.
But I'm sitting here saying all white people are the same, so I think he would nod and say respect before he.
Voorhees is
me.
Hispanic, I'm pretty sure.
Candyman's Hispanic?
No,
or wait,
Jason.
Voorhees? Is he Hispanic?
I think he is. I think he is Hispanic. Now look it up. I think he. What is his race?
No, he is not Hispanic.
Caucasian.
He is Caucasian.
Dang it.
He's Dutch.
Damn it.
I was about to say.
I fucked up.
That wouldn't be the first time that I thought a Hispanic person was a different race.
Classic mix up. Well, okay, you can put Jason in Cuck Chair. I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. If anything,
I think he's like confused. I think he sort of like walked in and he was like, "Oh, what the fuck is going on?" And he's seeing like Xenomorph being lasered and like switched on fire, and like the Terrifier and Megan are like both like trying to bend over the ghost face and sort of get them to like bang. And then he's like watching Tiff and I almost called Chucky. I speak too fast.
I will say this. Okay, I think Jason, it makes so much sense for him to go in the Cuck Chair. But I will also argue that I think Michael also belongs in the Cuck Chair. Okay? Because he is just obsessed with Laurie. Okay? He loves Laurie Strode in a weird way. But I think he never like, he just wants to get close in a weird way. I think he it's, you know what I mean? It's like his obsession. And I think that he just kind of wants to kill because he just wants to see them on the ground for a while, just doing nothing. And that kind of in a weird way makes him a cuck, I feel like. Or at least a bridge between top and cuck.
You know what? I think I'm willing to put him bridge with Jaws because I feel like from what you described, he participates too much.
Even Jason.
But he's below the shark. I think the shark would top him.
But I think Jason, when he decides to kill horny teenagers, he's just like, stop it. No, mommy would not approve.
No banging allowed.
No banging.
No, but I think that does put him in the cuck. Actually, Now that you mention it, I don't know if he goes in the Cuck Chair, because the Cuck Chair makes it seem like you were like okay with it, like you're actively watching it. I feel like he's standing next to the Cuck Chair, sort of like watching these freaks all bang in this weird orgy we've created, and he's like, guys, stop it!
Don't make me whip out won't make me whip out my weapon. I will slap you around with it. And no, I'm not talking about anything else. Just my machete. Oh yeah, you want to have him just be like a little yelling speech bubble? He's like, get the fuck out of here.
He's like shocked. He's like, "What's going on, guys?"
I like how this is him walking on his parents doing it, and he's just like, "Oh, guys, this isn't kosher.
This isn't kosher, guys."
I just love the we've just created 2 new categories in this one episode. I'm just so glad we've created so much versatility in this one.
It's so needed. It's so needed.
But now we got ourselves Leatherface.
Yes.
Leatherface. I'm gonna put my foot down on this one. He is so bottom. So bottom.
State your reason.
He is the epitome of I do this because I want my family to love me. He just wants approval, you know? He just wants family approval.
Oh, so you think he's got a praise cake? Okay.
Yes. Yes. Even when he gets angry, he just starts throwing his chainsaw around. He's like, man, I just wanted someone to give me head pats.
Honestly, mood though. Big mood.
But we have a few more left. I would say, since you brought up Rocky Horror Picture Show, I think we got to bring this one up.
Dr. Frankenfurter. So this is an iconic film for me. And I had to convince Medz that, yes, it is indeed a horror film. Because he was justifying killer clowns. He's like, but they kill people. And I'm like, and? So does he. He literally kills someone and serves his body to people and keeps him in a table. This is iconic. And then he makes a human being just to fuck the human being. Which, honestly, iconic. But if none of you had watched Rocky Horror Picture Show, highly recommend it. Great film. And also a lot of local play places do it. So go to your local theater, support your local theater, and watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And above all, it's horror because it scares the homophobes. It spooks them. It spooks them to have a beautiful man in this outfit.
Well, I'm going to let you take the reins on where to put him because I wouldn't know.
So I feel like I gotta put it into question because it's very up in the air whether Rocky is supposed to be the top or the bottom. And let me show you Rocky from Rocky
Horror.
This is the guy that Dr. Frankenfurter creates. This beautiful buff blonde man.
Oh.
And it is not clear whether Rocky, that person, is supposed to be the top or if Dr. Frankenfurter is supposed to be the top. My theory is, I think Dr. Frankenfurter's the top. And he wants a beautiful blonde boy to just bend over for that power grab. I think he's up there with Megan.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna say, if you think he's Switch energy, you can hit him with the Switch energy. It seemed like you were leaning there.
I think everyone is going to say he's a Switch. I can sniff the comments right now. Everyone's gonna be like, no, he's a Switch. He's a Switch. Look how gay he is. No, it's not about the looks. It's about the attitude. And this man, he has servants in his home. He whips them into shape. He does not, there is no room to sass him back. He is top dom with Megan Fox. They are both yelling at these people, whipping them into shape. I also think he would totally make Patrick Bateman bend over.
You know what? I'll give that to you. That one you can have, because I have no other thoughts there. Next up, though, I'm thinking we gotta do the Gremlins. The Gremlins. I think it's clear to me. They to me just scream cuck.
I think
or
absolute. Well,
or even just bottom.
Okay, you gotta explain bottom. I was ready to put him in the Cuck Chair.
Because it's they got so many rules, you know? And it's if you break those rules, they will lash out. You know what I mean? I don't. It's like you gotta follow the rules, otherwise they will murder you. Maybe not bottom. Maybe not.
I like to think they are just like another ploy of the Jigsaw, where they're like sitting here on the cuck chair, being like, no, stop attacking Xenomorph, not allowed.
They're eating popcorn. They're just sitting there eating popcorn. What if we just put them in jail with Freddy? They're just crimes against humanity.
No, this is solely reserved for genuine crimes where you would go to jail. This is genuine criminal activity, aka touching children. Are they touching children?
No.
Exactly. So I like to imagine this scene. So like Jason is sitting here looking at the scene being like, oh my gosh, what the hell, y'all? And they're like scurrying in between his legs with the popcorn, jumping on the couch, just watching it and like enforcing the rules.
Oh, okay. They're the referees in this situation. They're like making sure there's no foul play.
Exactly. So they're like yelling at the clowns and Megan for like setting Xenomorph on fire and being like, guys, it's like not allowed. Let's give them a little megaphone. They're
the directors.
Oh yeah, let's give them a little.
Give them a little clapper from like the film. Yeah, that's perfect. Yes, there you go. Now they're the ones in control.
This is now turning into a porn set. Poor Jason. He's accidentally walked into the freakiest. He's the
accidental producer. He thought he was making like a nice film, and then he walks onto set looking at where his money put him, and now he's like, "What the hell did I put my money into? Is this where all the budget went?"
This is great. Okay. I think while we're on this sort of inhumane train, I think we gotta get the last non-human out of here, which is the So I honestly don't think this would be that bad if it didn't look so human. I think it falls into the uncanny valley because the thing is like this weird like transforming monster and it has like this spider form and it almost looks like a face hugger in a way. And on the orange black hub, there is like an actual like there's so many things with face huggers, but they look less human. They look almost like the Xenomorph where it's definitely enough alien. This is too much. This is too much for me.
I would say this and tell you right now, like these things are meant to be grotesque little aliens that are basically just trying to imitate humans, right? And to me, because of that, I think that's strong cuck energy. It's like, it's the secondhand experience that they're trying to get. And the aliens themselves, they really just want one thing. They want to just invade. But cucks, and their only goal is to just invade without feeling like they're invading. You know what I mean?
Okay. I do have one thing to add.
Okay.
Just one word. Tentacle. Like tentacle stuff.
Oh no. I didn't think we were going to go there yet. We hit that.
Well, I'm just thinking that was the first thing I thought of. I thought of the face hugger stuff that I've seen and the tentacle stuff that I've seen. And I think they would almost go with Michael Myers, I got it right this time, and the shark, and I think they would be like in between.
Okay. You know what? Fine. I'm good with that. We can put them there.
Yeah.
They want to experience life, but through force. Okay. Now we got last three. You pick the next one.
I think we got to hit the other Ed Gein one. I think this one's this is from the original Psycho. I have not watched the original Psycho. I think his name is Norman. Did it get rid of his knife?
I think it did. It looks like he's got stubs.
Rid of his knife.
He's just got stubs for arms. He just looks like a scarecrow.
Okay, we're just rolling with it.
But I don't know nothing about this one, so I'm gonna let you.
Well, this is like the OG one. Like, you know that scene in the shower, and and like the person comes up with the knife from behind it. It's like the
Yes, the classic.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't know much about the character to be like, oh yeah, this is in this spot or that spot.
I think from what I understand, this is the most directly inspired from Ed Gein.
So, what do you think? You think that this one should go in
jail? I think we should put him in jail.
Well, no, because is he doing it to children?
No.
He's doing it to adult women. He's doing doing it to adult women.
You know what? I think, like, I feel like with killers like these, right? It's like they kill because like, for example, the way he sneaks up on her, right, in the classic film, it's like he was watching for a few seconds, you know? He was staring down there for a bit. Like, he took his time to get to that shower. So to me, I think this is similar to Jaws, to The Thing, where it's like, it's cuck borderline top, because they want to dom, but they do still want to watch from a distance.
Okay, you know what? I think I will accept that.
See, what
Watch,
can
the
I
comments
say?
are gonna flood with like, you're fucking wrong.
I mean, at this point, I think there's been so many that could be put in the wrong spot. But let's see, we got, what is this one? Okay, oh yes. Okay, what's the woman one? I don't know.
This
her.
was the one you recommended.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the woman. I don't know who that one is.
This one I know, but I think we should do him first.
Okay.
Which one do you think we should do first?
Let's do yours.
Okay, so this is the Love Witch. Have you never heard of the Love Witch?
I haven't, no.
So this is like a woman who's a witch who like seduces men and she kills them. She is iconic. I love her fashion, and it's honestly because she's sort of. Did I say fashion? Wow, the Love Witch.
The love fashion.
Love fashion. But she's sort of like looking for this person in her life, and she seduces men, but she ultimately like ends up killing them because it's like men are gross and icky.
So she's a succubus,
I'm trying to remember.
in a way.
Yes, but like she also still genuinely wants love. She still genuinely wants that love, wants that affection, wants that in her life. Very, very beautiful film. Very beautiful film.
You know what I'm hearing? I'm getting Switch vibes. You know, I'm getting the Switch Witch. I think that's the vibe I'm getting.
I think she is almost in. She's like under the Terrifier. Like, I think from most top to least top, Dr. Frankenfurter, Jennifer, Ghost, the Terrifier, and then the Love Witch.
You do. I think you put them there. I respect. I have no opinion on that. But now, we got the last one. We got Kevin, or should I say James McAvoy from Split. This one was an interesting one.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
I wanted to put this one up here specifically for the fact of he is the epitome of Switch. He is peak Switch.
Telling a person with DID that they're peak Switch. That's...
Okay, more or less, it's because it's like... It's okay, here's the thing. It's like, I'm trying to imagine in a bedroom setting what this would look like, right? Because it's like, he has all these different personalities that come down. I mean, already the movie's already grossly fucking up what DID even is. So, you know, maybe if you think about it, if he's just chilling as this sexy woman, okay, and he's getting dommed, right? But then all of a sudden he switches over to the beast. Tell me that isn't a switch mode. When he's going monster mode midway through, or do you think he would stick in that form until it's done? You know, that's what determines the switch factor.
I think this is tough because it's like, where do you separate the mental condition with the freaky which I think falls into anything. I think it falls into any category with any neurodivergent person, whether it's bipolar, DID, ADHD. Where do you separate the freaky mind from the freaky And I think from what I understand, more likely than not, there's not going to be a mental, like, you're not going to hop from one personality to the other in a scene like that, unless it's, like, intensive shutdown. But I also haven't seen this movie, but I know, like, DID, and I know that section of it. I hope this man's vanilla. And, I don't know, I feel like he might give vanilla top, unless he has a specific personality that would be bottom. But then I think at that point, we got to pull in the other personalities. Let me make copies of him.
We got to get every single personality. We got 24
let's just
more.
Put him in each one. Let's just put him in each one. Let's even put one where he's with Jason.
He's like every single scene. He's everything everywhere all at once. You might as well just throw him in prison too while you're at it. Throw one of him in prison.
No, because I hope he doesn't have one that touches children.
I mean, he has one where he is a child.
That's different, though. That is different. That is a common thing with DID. That's why he's with Jason here.
Okay.
Because he's here. Let me give him like.
Okay, at least make him like the security guard in the prison. Okay, like make sure that Freddy doesn't get out. You know. Oh my God, she's she's putting the baby bonnet. The baby bonnet.
Hat.
Oh yes, the baby bonnet for him. Oh, little baby. Look at him, he's a little Kevin. Look at the James McAvoy baby, the cap.
Look at the jump.
Look at the baby. And then of course you gotta get the
let's put him
security
over
guard.
here. I will condone. He's standing outside being like, Freddy, you're not allowed. You're a freak.
Come on, bitch. I want to go burn bitches. Come on. Let me out.
The cop hat, the comically small cop hat on his head.
We're gonna keep it comically small.
He's like, I'm reporting for duty.
It looks like a toupee.
It's perfect. I think this is perfect. And I think this list is beyond perfect. And if you disagree,
this is so beautiful.
we are open to debate, actually. We are open to discussing.
I think this is her best one yet. I think this is her best one yet.
It's up
tied
there.
with the fish.
I think it's
tied
up there.
with the fish. The fish had a beautiful story too.
We love this. We love weaving our
With
little
Bubble
plot.
Bass sitting on top of Lola's face. Oh my God. You guys gotta watch it.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
can't be making all these references and you guys don't know it.
Here, if you want to watch it, why don't you just click on the screen right now to watch it? Because we did
Yeah.
yap about it. So you should click on that screen right now to watch the fish one we did in the same
Click
fashion.
on the screen.
Click on those
Click on the
sexy fish.
screen.
Click on them now.